So, I still have to figure out how I'm gonna do intros for videos. But if you do decide to watch this all the way through, thank you. This is basically that channel update slash channel trailer, at least in my beginning phase, that I have promised for a while now. And this is my first video that is not just some kind of live VOD from when I live stream on YouTube. So, basically, I am Draco Andromeda, for those of you who don't know me, which I'm sure, with those who do wind up watching this video, it's going to be the majority of you. So, hi, welcome. I consider myself more a V-artist than a VTuber, but I'm technically both. I do art and I stream, though I'm taking a bit of a break from streaming for a little bit. I'll still stream, won't be as frequent, because I want to start trying to focus on actual content creation, like making videos, doing stuff with my art, building my community, stuff like that. But, yes, so, as part of me saying I'm a Dino Chimera, a lot of my branding is going to theme around dinosaurs and the ancient sort of, like, kind of like the ancient past, I suppose you could say, because I don't have just an interest in dinosaurs, it's where I'm starting. But I also like just ancient civilizations as a whole, ancient civilizations. Space, which is also I'm grouping it into that, whether it's technically considered that or not, simply just because they're millions of years old and I also have an interest in studying that. But like plants, animals, space, stars, stuff like that is going to be a lot of what is seen on this channel, alongside whatever speed paints I decide I want to do, whether it's my own personal characters, my commissions, whatever. As for other things about me, well, that is also kind of funny, just kind of preemptively. When it comes to the games I play, I also tend to mostly just do dinosaur-related games at this point. Minecraft, which is another topic I'll get into a little bit later, but Minecraft is not really... It's not a dinosaur game, but I have a mod pack that I made that I will share with people as my community grows and as people want it, that has, like, dinosaurs and stuff in it, or that you have the potential to make dinosaurs and everything. So I have a Forever World. I also intend on doing Ark Survival Evolved, more Jurassic World Evolution content. There's also some other games, like Prehistoric Kingdom, which is almost like Planet Zoo, but for dinosaurs. You got Paleopines, you got, I believe it's Ember Isle, if I remember the name of that other cute little one correctly. There's a few. I'm gonna be varied instead of, like, just specifically one community, but with dinosaur games instead of anything else. So you can always have a look out for that when it comes to my content, when it's not art-related. Art-related is primarily going to be either for my, as I'm currently calling it, the name is still a bit of a workshop, Prehistoric Wednesday series, where I make like a slideshow of the current community, that's the word, community voted on prehistorics, basically, because it's not just dinosaurs. I also have, like, prehistoric mammals, or even the invertebrates, like, I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but there's, like, a old millipede type of creature, just anything prehistoric that would be considered long extinct. I am basically doing that series on, and what else is in that series are my body and bone stickers that I do, which I will say that series was a little bit inspired by Alex Fictus's, if I am saying that name correctly, Paleo Party series. I do actively watch, and I was greatly inspired by them, even though this is something I've also wanted to do myself. There is a bit of inspiration and a bit of, like, okay, I have a bit more confidence to be able to do this myself, from seeing them. That way, because it's not so much that I want to make sure I can build a community, it's just more, I don't know, how many people popularly like dinosaurs, because I hate to say it, a lot of dinosaur stuff just doesn't pop up on the timeline. You get a lot of Minecraft, you get a lot of other games. You don't have a lot of dinosaurs, and I want to help add to that, basically. So, my current brainstormed names for this series are one of 3, which you will see on the side of the screen here. We've got Fossil Forge, Paleo Prince, The Bone Zone, which is mostly a joke, but it could also be the name, we'll see. And then, kind of a bit of a toss-up between 2, Archaeo Art and Ancient Archaeology. Ancient Archaeology, is kind of added in on there since, as I mentioned prior, I have an interest in not just dinosaurs, but just prehistoric and ancient stuff to begin with. So, that's a name specifically for that, but a lot of my branding and everything you see is mostly amber, fossils, bones, that kind of stuff. That's a lot of what you'll see. And I completely forgot if I mentioned it, but the stuff you're seeing in the background here is sort of some time lapses of the current body and bone stickers I have done thus far. There's more coming. There was supposed to be a Prehistoric Wednesday actual name pending this week, but I have decided to kind of postpone doing more of them, as doing one on stream not too long ago has made me realize that there is a bit more I could do to make it a bit better, and I'm more than likely going to leave it as a recorded series. So, that should be coming out at some point in time after this is, like, posted, but I can't make any promises on that. So what exactly does this mean for me and my content? Well, it means you can expect long-form content out of me in the form of, well, series. You can expect my Forever World series, you can expect my, again, current name, Prehistoric Wednesday series, and you can expect just series in general. The games that I mentioned may not all be played. They may be played, they may not be played. It all depends on what I decide to do. But primarily, my focus is going to be on my niche, what my interests are, and what I want to build my content around. Now, if you have watched this far, I know it's relatively short of a video, not all of them are going to be this short, but if you've watched this far into this completely unscripted little channel trailer / channel update, I thank you. I thank you very much. And if you want to look forward to the things that I potentially have to make, feel free to subscribe, feel free to follow me on any of my platforms, join my Discord, anything like that. You're more than welcome to. That's what they're there for. And there may be another video in the future discussing a little bit more when it comes to stuff like that, but I also do have a Ko-Fi if you are interested in that, which will be in the description also of this video. That is where I'm going to eventually be posting my bone and body stickers, as well as any other merch that I make over time. That is where you will be able to find it, as well as my commissions, which, as I mentioned, are going to be featured as speed paints and everything in this, like, in the videos that I do over time. So, if any of what I do, or sound like I'm going to do, interests you, then feel free to do as I said prior. But in the meantime, I will see everybody in the next video. Not sure which one it's going to be. Goal is to be the dire wolf in Micropachycephalosaurus, which is the next featured dinosaurs in my little prehistoric series that was voted on you by the community. But anyway, yeah, so just be sure to keep an eye out for that if that interests you, and I will see everybody later.